Hi, I'm Jessica Cure with Cure Designs. I support real estate investors and developers out here in the desert near Joshua Tree National Park, helping them grow their business, find unique properties, develop them, and eventually either rent them out or sell them. And this is Jenn from Cocoon.
I'm Jen, and I own Cocoon, a property management company here in the Joshua Tree area outside of Joshua Tree National Park. We manage short-term rentals for investors and people who own their short-term rentals here in the desert.
Jen and we work together often as we both have synergistic businesses. And so I thought it'd be fun to sit down and talk a little bit more to give some tips about what we do and how some of our tips and our experience could help others that are looking to become short-term rental owners or already are and want to just kind of bring their short-term rental up to the next level. What do you offer in terms of uniqueness for your property management? And how can other people who are maybe either haven't started yet in their STRs or are self-managing and looking to improve and give them some options of how they can get started or improve?
So when a client comes to me and they have a home, either they've been renting out or a home they're thinking about renting out, we will work with them from that start. We'll come in and we'll do an inspection of their home. We'll give them recommendations of what they should be doing. We do everything, so we're full service property management. We handle everything, so our clients don't have to handle anything. But we do work, all of our owners are different, and certain owners like to have more input, and some owners don't want to know anything, and we'll work with our clients based on what they're looking for. A lot of our homeowners really put their heart and soul into these properties, and they love the desert and they love sharing the desert with guests. So we like to work with our clients the way they want to be worked with. We are very focused on wellness-based stays. I find that people who are coming to the desert are looking for an escape, they're looking for a reset. So a lot of our properties focus on that, and that's kind of amenities we're looking for, and then things that we're looking to help our guests find. We do take a very personal approach to hosting, which we find is different than a lot of the other companies. We are very hands-on with our properties. We're very hands-on with our guests. We're very connected to the local businesses, and we love connecting our guests to the local businesses. It's more than just a place to stay. It's really an experience for our guests. We've helped a lot of our homeowners now really upgrade their homes, and that's been super helpful for us, especially because, I can help with some things, but I think your expertise in terms of pulling permits and working with the town and the county has been super helpful. I am just wondering, what your like right now would be some tips for people who want to do some upgrades, or they're buying a home and maybe all the amenities aren't there that they might want to provide. So what's your recommendation right now?
Okay. So I definitely think the desert is a place that people come to slow down, to relax, to heal. So the wellness is something that I focus a lot on, the amenities, especially outdoors, to really bring people outside since there's more space here. So definitely I'm gonna focus on more of the outdoor amenities, but not always, as some people are coming with kind of a blank slate and they need the home to also be improved, or maybe they haven't even built the house yet. I do also work with new builds who are planning to eventually have short-term rental. And I'm always looking at what is your competition, right? So look at the best performing Airbnbs in the area that we're going to be similar to what you're trying to do, see what types of amenities, do your research. And for example, the stargazing is a big one, but we're in an extreme weather, so you can never know. There's wind, or it's hot, or it's cold, so having some sort of temperature controlled stargazing has been a big hit out here. I always recommend to put in, a full pool if you can, and the cowboy tubs will, help with the ability to show that you do have a pool if you can't do a full in-ground pool. But those are definitely a couple that are specific to the desert that seem to do well no matter what type of house. And then I try to look at what's going to be your target demographic and start to niche the design and the plan. So I really want to plan for who is going to come to the property, how will they experience it, create amenities for that guest, and then after do marketing around experiencing it as those types of guests, whether you want to have more like a yoga retreat or a girls weekend or family friendly adventures outdoors, things like that. You're going to niche into it, and I think that's important, especially right now when there's so many different options.
Yeah.
For you, I want to know a few tips if someone didn't have you as their short-term rental management. What would you let them know of one that they could do to improve their guest experience, and two, if they would want to work with a short-term rental, how to qualify the company that they're looking to work with?
Yeah, two very good questions. So I think, I've met a lot of people who self-manage. Often it's more work than people are expecting. It's a 24/7, every single day. You need to be available for your guests. I think people are self-managing and they have maybe 1 or 2 homes and they're able to do it. It's great. I think, if you're not renting as well as you used to be, or you're not renting as well as you want to, then it is really important to look at your amenities and make sure that you're checking all the boxes. I mean, out here, it's funny, when we started, a hot tub wasn't something you had to have, but some houses have them. Now it's just standard, like you have to have a hot tub. And then pools are now starting to become that same thing where, you could get away without having one, but now I really think you do need one, especially in the larger houses. We have a few smaller houses that are okay without a pool, but even just adding the cowboy pool does make a little bit of a difference there and will help you get some rentals throughout the summer. So there are a lot of different management companies out here and a lot of different managers, and everybody has different style. I think it's important to interview as many as you have time to. I think you'll get different information from each company. Really vet the company, call their references, find the one that feels right for you. When people start working with us, we find that a couple things. They start making more money because they don't have the same view as we do in terms of the market. And we are really focused on pricing optimization. And so just that alone can make a big difference and really pay for the management. Relationship with your property management company is so important. So I just like to stress with somebody that they feel comfortable with who they're working with, and they trust them and they feel like this is going to be the right fit for them.
I want to thank you guys. I hope you learned a couple things on our chat today. And if not, and you want to reach out to us, I'll put all the info down below.